Oh, you can't hear me talking because I have these things up there, don't I? Yes, I do. There we go. We got our music playing. We're ready to move it, groove. Moving, moving. Move it. Should move this back closed. I like to move it. Make sure you comment if you're on. I am trying to manage both sides here today. So hopefully we get you on there. I'm trying to go over to my Facebook to share, to make sure everyone's sharing so we know that Move It Monday's going on. And guess what happened? I turned my music off. Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. I don't know, man. All the good stuff. So we get in the race sales group. I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday. I do want you to put in the chat as you come on that you're here. Make sure you tag a friend to let them know that we are on as well. I see it should be. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why I'm supposed to go to Facebook and I have to do something else again. Let's try that. I don't know why it's not streaming. It should be streaming. It says I'm live. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Am I not live? Am I live? I can't tell if I'm live. It's supposed to stream in, and I don't see it streaming. I don't know what's going on, my friends. We're trying to make sure that we're all the places that we need to be, and I don't know what else I need to do here to make sure that we're showing. I don't know if I'm streaming. This is really poo-pooey, my friends. Trying to get us over here, get us moving. It says we're happening now. Are we streaming? I'm trying to get it to stream. It says I'm planning to go live. Why am I not live? Hello, my friends. Hello. Oh my goodness, my friends. Well, I see that we're streaming on YouTube. So I guess that's just what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to share the YouTube link because I cannot figure out what is going on. Well, there we go. At least I'm live there. All right, my friends. Sometimes, sometimes it's just not what we think, and we're going. No, y'all are watching. Copy. Okay, I'm gonna turn this to here. At least I know we're in YouTube. I'm gonna go back over to here. And there. Okay, we're just gonna have to go with that, guys, because I don't know what else to kind of do here. All right, so we got this going. We're streaming. At least I've got this shared into the group so that you can play that way. Yeah. Everyone. We'll see if we can get some fun people on. If not, we're just going to go through it, and hopefully you guys can watch the replay because I got some really amazing stuff I'm going to be sharing with you guys. I just have no clue why it's not sharing to the group the way it's supposed to. And I don't know what's going on. So we just going to have to keep moving because, guys, this is just how it is today, right? So I want to thank you guys for joining us for Move It Monday. I don't know why I couldn't get it to stream correctly into Facebook. I thought I did all the things right. But we're going to get back to some moving it. So I'm just going to sit here and move it. You know, hopefully you guys can find some friends to join us, whether we're in the chat here on YouTube or whether you are on the Facebook one. We're just going to try and do the best that we can. And I'm going to pin this for you guys for later. Okay. So we're just going to have to roll with that. And that's what we're going to have to do today. So welcome to Move It Monday, guys. If we haven't met and you're watching this for the first time going, what in the world is going on with this crazy lady that is sitting here having all these issues? Hi, I'm Corinne Brown. I am a director here at Hooray Sales. I've been born, raised, and burped in Tupperware. That means officially, yes, I've been in Tupperware I was born, raised, and burped in Tupperware. Officially now for 23 years. Tupperware is my main income. I do have a couple other fun side hustles that I do because I am one of those crazy ADD people that has lots and lots of stuff to do. But I'm going to tell you, Tupperware is what I love. And one of the main reasons is the fact that I can put my family's priorities first and work my business around it. I'm a single mom of 2 teenage girls. I feel like I'm a human taxi these days, moving around all over the place. And there's just a lot of things. But I love this Tupperware business. I love what it gives me. And I just love helping others at the same time. Hey, Donna, I see you on there. Computer issues always, right? And so we have to find a way to move. Well, let's pull up our slides because it is Move It Monday. And I actually can share your thing. So here we go. Look at this. See? Hello, Donna. So you can go over to the YouTube. Hopefully you guys are there. If not, so I can share your comments live as we go through it. If not, I understand. But if you are on it, put your comment, put your name, say, hey, Charlie, even though Charlie's not here. I am going to go back and everyone that does comments in the next 24 hours will go into a drawing since I can't really do it very well by myself live. What I am going to be doing is giving away a gift to one of the people that are on that comments. So make sure you do lots of comments in there. I'll do a Wheel of Tupper. I'll go live and share. And you'll be getting one of our new silicone bags as a gift. I've also got a couple other challenges that I'm going to be giving you too. So make sure you hold on. Okay. So I'm excited to share all of these with you today. So guys, it is Move It Monday. Let me take this off here. Make sure you let your TFFs know to also join with us here. So we're going to start with the quote today. And this quote is one that you might have heard before by Warren Buffett. And if not, then this is one that I know I say a lot and you need to remember in your head too, especially if you want to make money in this business. The best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn. I share that because how have you been doing in your continuing education with your Tupperware business? How have you been doing with extra trainings to learn more about ways to prospect, ways to sell, product knowledge, ways to recruit, word choices to date those parties, and more? I personally believe the day you think you know it all is the day you give yourself a handicap. So we must always be open to learning and to growing. Now, Jubilee we just had, you get a big old slide right there. And with Jubilee, I'm going to actually turn this more like this. We had some fantastic training. Now, some of you guys took advantage of the virtual Jubilee. I know, Donna, you were able to do that one. If you guys are able to comment and let me know if you were on Jubilee, if you were able, I'm trying to get this so I can see y'all's post as you're commenting. I'm having to refresh. But if you were able to be at Jubilee in person, or if you were able to join the virtual link, tell me, like, what are you like loving most? What have you learned and taken away that you have been able to utilize in your business? We're going on a full week now since Jubilee that you've been able to take 1 or 2 things, those nuggets, and really apply it in your business. So I want you to be thinking about it. I do want you to put it into the chat. Either places I will go back. Remember, the more you put things in the chat, the more I will be sharing with you all. Okay. So I wanted to make sure I know. Hey, Melissa, I'm glad you were on too. So while you guys are thinking about your biggest takeaway from your Jubilee virtual or in person, if you've watched the trainings and modules, I'm going to bring to the stage someone else to share with you.
So happy you're all here tonight. I want to talk to you a little bit about what I learned in Jubilee. At Jubilee, you literally learn 1,002 things. There's different little nuggets that you grab and you just hold on to, and you realize, hey, I've kind of been doing that, but I need to make it better. Or I haven't been doing that, and oh my gosh, I need to do it. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is your parties. Asking for parties. The more you ask, the more no's you're going to get, but that means you're growing. You're asking. You're going outside of your comfort zone. When I first started 7 years ago, I didn't know how to ask for parties. I didn't even know who to ask for parties. But I can tell you now, you ask everybody. You don't prejudge. You don't look at somebody and say, "Oh, they might have a party, but they probably won't do anything." You could look at somebody and say, "Oh, she's too young. She would, if she held a party, nobody would come to it, or nobody would be online." We all judge. That's just how it is. We all prejudge. So get that out of your mind like now. Don't prejudge anybody, whether it's somebody who's so much older than you, somebody who's so much younger than you, somebody who's from a different race, a different culture. Don't ever exclude anybody. The more you ask, the more you grow. The more no's you get, the more you grow. And remember, is a no not now, or is it a no not ever? You want to keep up with your numbers, basically, because you don't want to ask somebody in 6 weeks or 6 months if they'd like to host a party who said no, not ever. So if they say no, then you just come right back and is that a no, not right now, or is that a no, not ever? Because I'd really like to touch back with you in a few months if it's a no, not now. And if it's a no, not ever, I just don't want to bother you again. And bombard you with things that have no interest to you. So you want to get that clarification made first. Is it a no, not now? A no, not ever. Something else that I grabbed onto and haven't really thought much about it is being in the grocery stores, being in the clothing stores, all those places. When you go out and about, I've always said you never leave home without your business card, a catalog, and some kind of something that says Tupperware, whether it be a piece of clothing, a water bottle, a keychain, whatever it is. You always want to have that on you at all times. But when you're in the clothing store and you're looking at something and somebody walks by and you're like, oh, that's super, she's already looking at something and you're at the same rack and you're looking, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I think this would look good on you. Try that. See if it works for you. And if she comes back and says, oh, thanks for that recommendation, while you're standing there looking at the same clothing rack. Oh, thanks. I think I'll try that. Say, I got another recommendation for you. Have you ever had a Tupperware party? Did you know that we're still around? So that's something fun and different that you could do as well. Because in the grocery stores, you know where to talk to people. In the produce aisles, in the storage container aisles. Those are the places that you're going to talk to people at the grocery store. But at the clothing store, you can do that. You can do a recommendation. So that's always, it's an icebreaker, and it's also fun to get to know somebody. Because if they liked your recommendation for a shirt, they're going to take your recommendation for maybe Tupperware. So you always want to ask or offer a recommendation and then follow up with it with, got one more recommendation for you. Have you ever heard of Tupperware? Did you know that we're still around? So that's something you can do. And then there's a great little nugget that I grabbed that I keep reminding Jen and Corinne about. And I'm going to remind you guys too, and you probably haven't used this, and if you have, let me know, because I'd be so interested in knowing who has used this before, because I did not. It's, I owe you a party. What? I owe you a party. If you're out and somebody helps you with something, say in the grocery store or at the Lowe's or the Home Depot, or even just in your personal life, if somebody goes above and beyond and helps you in some form or fashion, you owe them a party. How fun is that? Thank you so much for helping me. I owe you a Tupperware party. What do you, let me spoil you. What do you say we do this next Wednesday or next Friday? I owe you a party. So when I heard that, I about fell off my seat, because I was like, what? I owe you a party. Like, I owe you this favor. And you do, you owe them that favor. They helped you, so now you get to do them a favor by giving them a Tupperware party. Because I don't know anything that's better than free Tupperware. So you can literally say, I owe you a party, and book a party. It's so easy. Let me think if there's any. I don't think there's anything else off the top of my head that has jumped out at me. My dogs are being super crazy. I'm so sorry. But definitely hold on to those nuggets that I owe you a party. That, hey, I've got a recommendation for you at the clothing rack. Of course, you're always wanting to talk to somebody in the produce aisle at the grocery store. Those are the things that I've implemented. Let me touch base really, really quick on one more thing. Go live. Do a reel. Do a story. Go live. Post every day, 2 and 3 times a day, outside of your VIP group. I don't know how many times I've said it till I'm blue in the face. Get outside of your VIP group, because you can't grow your VIP group inside your VIP group. Get outside of it. Post on your Facebook page. Post a reel. Something helpful. A solution to a problem. Busy night at the ballpark. Cook tacos or prepare tacos in a stack cooker in 8 minutes. And then post the stack cooker video of taco meat being cooked, or something like that. You, me, we as Tupperware, we are the solutions to the problems. So that's what we want to post. Post engagement post solutions, post questions. There's multiple things you can do to make sure you get your views up. So I want to challenge everybody. Post on your Facebook page or a reel or a story 2 to 3 times a day. Do that and tell me what happens to your business in 30 days. All right, guys. Thank you so much. My time is up. I hope y'all have a good night. Enjoy the rest of Move It Monday, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Oh my gosh, that was wonderful. I know I was sitting here writing down some notes, and I love the fact of I love you, or I owe you a party. And I'm kind of curious, how many of you guys love that too? How many of you guys are going to go try that? And make sure you're writing this stuff down. Remember, if you ink it, you think it. So we want to make sure you remember that. I also loved how she was talking about the more you ask, because they definitely went over overcoming objections a lot at Jubilee. And I think that is something that we all struggle with. I know I do sometimes too, is not just always just number one, asking is like the first major problem that sometimes we have, is because we're so afraid to ask other people, but also it's remembering to keep going, and that it does take 10 no's to get a yes. So as you're asking people, ask the questions to find out, what are the reasons they can or can't, why are they saying no? Sometimes people say no as a knee-jerk reaction. They don't even know why they say no. I like to think of kids. All right. If any of you guys have kids, have been around kids when they're little, like I know my girls were this way, I'll say, hey, baby, you want some more milk? No. Are you sure you don't want any? No. So I go put the milk away. What happens? They start screaming and yelling when they were little, because guess what? They wanted the milk. It's just that they couldn't eloquate it the right way to you. So always make sure that you are asking. And I love the OWA party. I can't wait to see who could share that. Now, I've got another person here to share a little bit, and that is going to be Miss Jen Steele. So, Jen, I'm going to pull you up on the screen here so they can see you on the stage. You are now live. So good to have you on. I know technology sometimes can be a little roony, so we're just glad to have you here. So Jen, I just want to get you to share, what are your major takeaways that you got from Jubilee that are helping you to earn more as you learned?
So a couple of things. The IOU party, and I'll touch on that in a moment. But there was a slideshow presentation that they did, and it said someday is not a day of the week. And I think that a lot of us put off what we really could be doing for our Tupperware business by, oh, I'll do it someday, or I'll talk to somebody in the produce aisle someday. And you don't have to wait for someday, because the time is now. And the more you engage, and there are people out there that are throwing away hundreds of dollars of produce every week. They throw away on Friday what they bought on Monday, and that's because they don't know about Fridge Smart. So if we just tell them, then maybe we'll drive some sales. Maybe you just have that random conversation in the produce aisle. But as Shannon said earlier, take your business cards everywhere you go. And if you happen to be at Jubilee, there was a great deal in our check-in bags about Vistaprint, where you were getting a certain amount off for anything on in the pro shop, actually, is what the postcard said. And I was like, oh, yay, I need to order this and I need to order that. And what I really wanted to do was redesign my business cards. And this is just look at God. And sometimes God just works the way he works. And the postcard specifically said pro shop. But when I got on the phone with the people at Vistaprint, they were like, oh, we'll give it to you too. So I got my business cards for, I don't know, 35% off or something. And then Capital One Shopping has a promo that they allowed me to stack on it. So I actually got my business cards and all of my stickers for my catalogs, for my new catalogs, at 50% off. I mean,
nice.
That's just a win-win. And that's because I didn't wait for someday. I got home and I ordered those right away while I was going through that envelope of whatnot that was in there that nobody looked at while we were in Florida. But someday is not a day of the week. Do it today. Today. Do it today.
Love that. And just so you guys know, I'm going to show you another little training video in a second, but Vistaprint does have a sale still going on for everybody till the 21st. It is in the pro shop. It's in the back office, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. So I'm glad that you brought that up, Jen, for me to remember, to remind everybody. But it's true. Now, you came back from Jubilee. I don't know if you remember sharing this with me, and you got busy and you got active and you had some great results. Do you want to share what those results were?
I absolutely do. I have been in Tupperware for a lot of years, and y'all know that I have never once processed a warranty. Not one time, not once in all of these years. And I've been in Tupperware since the early 90s. So I have never, ever processed a warranty. And lo and behold, in my email was somebody saying, oh, I have this broken seal. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. And so, it was really simple. All I did was get on the phone, call customer care, and ask them to walk me through it, because I didn't want to appear stupid to this potential customer. And when I got back with the customer and told him exactly what product it was, and I was talking about shipping. Well, it's going to be $9.99 for shipping for a seal that they're going to give you for 70 cents, which is the price of the tax. And so he was like, well, let me talk to my daughter-in-law, because maybe she needs some Tupperware. Because, that free shipping, $149, free shipping, that's like catnip.
That was great.
And the daughter-in-law wants to have a party. So not only does she want to have a party, we're having her party this week, and she already has $475 in catalog orders for me out of a seal replacement. And I have never done one. So just because you have never, it doesn't mean that you won't ever. And there are so many times when you just push it off. I probably, in all of these years of Tupperware, have had an email or two that said I have a warranty repair, and I get to that someday. But when I came back from Jubilee, I came back very energized. I saw so many people walking across those stages, and if they can do it, I can too. And that was really one of my biggest takeaways from Jubilee is I can too. I deserve to be up there. I deserve to do something for the business leaders who have been there for me since the early 90s. And by those people, I'm talking about Marsha and Charlie Brown. Like, I want them to be successful. And all of us who have interacted with Marsha and Charlie know that there's not ever a time when they're not there with praise and encouragement and doing all the things for us. So we owe them a party, a lot of parties. And so that is my final thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Y'all probably know that I work for Hilton, or maybe all of you don't, but I do work for Hilton. So I'm in a very unique position where I talk to new people every single day. Now, can I talk to them about Tupperware every single day? Probably not. That probably wouldn't be very ethical. However, over the weekend, I had a stewardess come in, a flight attendant, come in, and she had this Sephora bag for me. And she's like, you have been so great. Her kids were there for a birthday party over the weekend. She's like, you have been so great to me. I just wanted to give you something. And I'm thinking Sephora, okay, so it's makeup or, body wash or whatever. Well, when I got home, I took the tissue paper out of the bag. And as I said, she's a flight attendant. So it was a bag full of mini bottles from the airplane. So although I've decided to be alcohol free, I have some friends that really enjoyed it. And when I saw her the next day, yesterday morning, while I was at work, I said, thank you so much for that bag of goodies. I owe you a party. And she's like, what? And I said, I owe you a party. I sell Tupperware. Here's my card. Here's a new catalog. Call me as soon as you want to have a party. And do you know she's called me already? She's like, I haven't heard about Tupperware in years, but she's my age. So honestly, if you engage with people, whether it's at the produce store or maybe at your job, and it's not always, I see hundreds of people every day, different people every day, but it's not always appropriate for me to bring that up. So it's a little bit different if you're at the grocery store, or if Shannon said at the clothing store or whatever. But always know that there are opportunities out there. And always remember that we owe Marsha and Charlie Brown a party or two.
Oh, I love it. Jen, thank you so much. Everyone give her a round of applause and some snaps for Jen. Give her some love in the chat. I'm going to remove you from the screen now, but Jen, that was awesome.
Thank
I
you.
am so excited because I'm sitting here thinking the I owe you a party, and I'm like, yeah. And you could sit there and even say, call me when you're ready to get spoiled rotten, you know? And I love that. And I love everything you shared. So Jen, thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking time to jump on.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a great night, ladies. And don't forget, Sunday's not a day of the week.
Someday is not. I put it up on there so everyone could see. Thank you, Jen. Wow, guys, that was good. Do we have any comments yet? I did see on the other screen we had a thank you, and I did see that, where was it? It was on the Hooray page that Dakota also said she loved I Owe You a Party. And I just love the fact that Jen took the time to help us have a live example with results. I mean, hello. So I love it. Okay, so I got one more major thing that I want to share with you guys tonight, and that is just the fact that we're going to carry on the theme, the more you learn, the more you earn. And so there's a huge place where you guys can learn a lot. And I've already talked to Marsha, and we're going to turn this into a game. So I'm going to throw this up here. I did a screen recording just so I couldn't share, but I'm going to show you guys the back office, because how many of you guys have been doing your rally wear training? The one that's in Tup Now, right there where Tup News is. All right. If not, we're going to show you a little something. Okay. But today what we're going to be talking about is the Knowledge Center, and in particular, Tup Now, where there is amazing training. Because again, the more you learn, the more you earn. And we want to have a little competition this week. So you can click right here on Tup News, and that can take you back there, or the Knowledge Center. You also could have clicked that 3 little bars that had been there in the. I'm going to go back for you guys. I apologize for that one. I'm telling you, technology and me, normally I'm really good at this stuff. Amazing. There we go. Because again, the more you learn, the more you earn. And we want to have a little competition this week. So you can click right here on Tup News, and that can take you back there, or the Knowledge Center. You also could have clicked that 3 little bars that had been there in the upper left. That was right there on the other page. And that could have dropped down for you, which would have said Tup Now as well. Now, once you're here within the Tup News, this is someplace that I would suggest you guys check every morning or every time that you log in, because this is how you're going to find out about what's new, what's going on, what you have to offer, all of the good stuff, like the dorm room must-haves that we have right now. They are so great with the large storage totes and the carry-all containers, and it gives you some great images that you can use as well. It lets you know what you are earning this week, right? We talk about this at during Move It Monday, but you can log in and check any time of day to find out about all the great stuff, the kit options as well, letting you know about sampling is available and getting your sample sheets. It's also keeping you abreast of, the weekly success formula. I love this. Guys, if you want to be successful in this business, you hold one party. That's $500 or more a week. You book 2 parties into the next 2 weeks, and you have a recruiting conversation every day, because your goal is to have 1+ new consultants, because we want to grow, especially with the little big T's and the mini big T's coming out. So many great stuff. The pricing alerts, all of this, okay? So there's some great stuff going on right now. I want to make sure you guys are aware about that. The Start Demonstrator, all the stuff is right here that you can find. Now, what I want you guys to also look at, though, is, let me get this to move over here. When we go into Tup Now, and you can go down, there is leaderboards, dashboards. What is that? Well, that's because you actually get points for all of the training modules that you do. So we're going to make a game of it. Now, obviously, I only have 190 points. Marsha and Charlie are at the top on the leaderboard, followed by Dawn, and then Michelle, and then me. And, we need to change that. We have some other people in Hooray. Donna Wilkinson. Hello, shout out to you. You already have 1,100 points. Mary Scott, you've been on top of it, too. I love seeing you guys on here. So what I want to do, though, is let's kind of have a challenge to figure out how many of you guys still have some of this great learning. Like right here, the Business Builder, recruiting, products, Let's Party. That's how you start. So when you go to get started or welcome, I want all of you guys to go in there, and you'll see the tasks. And each time you complete one of these little training modules, you will get a badge, you'll get points, and it'll add to it. So let's see, for example, I'm going to just open this one up so you guys can see with our little bit of time that we have left here, but it's in progress, how to earn with Tupperware. This is always a good one because we want to know more about our commission. So there's a short video that you can watch so that you can learn and hear more about it. Let me see if I can fast forward through it before my time runs up on this video. And of course, we have Doug here.
So much more. We can't wait to see where the party takes you.
There you go. So once you get done with your training module, then you will just go through. Are you ready to hear that cha-ching? Say yes, and then click submit, and then it's successful. So then you go on to do more tasks. I've just got 10 points. Okay, so what we're going to do is have a little challenge. When I go live in a second, I'll break it down more and coming through. So then you can find out more, like let's say the Micro Pro Grill, learning about the products, the features, the advantages, the benefits. Knowing your product is everything, like everything. So we want to make sure that you know this too. Are you ready to turn your microwave into a fry pan? Like going through, watching the stuff, learning the highlights about it. Remember, you only have to be one step ahead of your customers. But this is great for you too, to realize just the quality of the products that we have. Maybe you don't know all the great stuff that Tupperware has to offer. You just joined on a whim, or maybe you came in for one part, but you don't know about everything. And we need to know, like the fact that we are PFOA free, because Eterna nonstick coating isn't like Teflon that people say is really, really bad. So this is in your back office. This is your Tup now, and your training through our Rallieware. So we're going to see who's going to be in the leaderboard. All right. Okay, so that's the back office. So now I want to know how many of you guys have been doing some of your trainings. If you haven't, here's what I'm going to be doing. As soon as we get done with Move It Monday tonight, I'm going to take that little recording that I did. It only had 5 minutes, which is why I was like, oh, time will get up, because I'm like trying to get as much as I could in that recording for you guys of a screen share. And so I'm going to post that for us in our Hooray Sales Company group. And then what I'm going to want you guys to do is go in and start practicing your modules. Anytime you complete any of them, what you're going to do is you're going to comment and say, I just completed the Micro Pro Grill. I just completed this. I just completed that. Not what you've already done. It's what you're doing. You will actually get a message. And I believe Marcia should be able to track it. So I'll be following up with her too. But I want to know by you guys commenting, because then what we'll do will be easy for us to do a little drawing. And every single time you complete a module, I want you to comment. Okay. Every time. Go on there. And then we are going to go and randomly pick winners. So I don't know how long this is going to go on for. So don't stop. Try and do 1 to 2 a day. And then you have 1 to 2 chances a day, because we could do multiple drawings. I think I'm going to start giving away a couple stuff this week just because I feel like it. And so that's what we're going to do. As we always say, when the cat's away, the mice will play. And that's what I intend on doing, is giving away a lot of stuff to you guys for learning, because I truly do believe that you have the keys in your hands with the Tupperware opportunity to achieve anything. Any dream that you want in life, Tupperware is the vehicle that can help you make it happen. I know this. I mean, I'm a single mom, 23 years, Tupperware has been my main income. There are so many great benefits of having this opportunity. Sorry, I saw a comment and got completely squirreled. Donna said, where do you want the comments posted? Donna, I am going to take that recording I just shared, and I'm going to put it in the Hooray group, and you will comment on that post. Okay, so you'll comment on the post in the Hooray group, and I'll tag you there and say, hey, Donna, underneath it once I get it. So once we get off Move It Monday, I will post the little video talking about it, and then we will break it down, and then you will start commenting about what you got. So I hope you guys have enjoyed learning a little bit more about the things that people have been learning at Jubilee. Hopefully I'm pulling the right slides back up here. Or is that the wrong ones? That's the other one. Hold, please. Hold, please. Remove from the studio. Go to the top slide. Maybe leave this one. Oh. Add to the stage. Here we go. It'll get there for us. No, I didn't want the Micro Pro Grill. Sorry, guys. Remove from studio. We're having all kinds of techno difficulties today, aren't I here? Yes, I am. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know really quickly if I can get this screen to come back up. Hello there. Where is my... I've like touched this thing 4 times to go say, hey. Okay, well, I can't seem to get my slides to come back up. So, oh, wait, no, here it is. Ha, 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 ha. I found them. Okay, switch them over. This needs to be switched to here. But that's okay. So we got Jubilee. Just so you know, the whole last week, Marcia had shared, is it time for CPR in your business? Does your business need some reviving? And I'm going to ask you that question again, because you know what? We can revive ourselves every week. I will tell you, in the 23 years that I've been in Tupperware, I have fired myself many, many times, and then I rehire myself when I'm willing to do the work. It's kind of like giving myself CPR. Right? The contacts, the personal sales and recruiting. We really need to make sure that we are out there thriving, not just surviving. And now that we have these great word choices of I owe you a party, I can't wait to see what's next for you guys. Don't forget the Tup Day deals are still going on. Make sure you're checking them daily. If you can, sharing them with your customers to let them know. The movie night tumblers are still on special. Such a great price. And now they have the Aloha bowls as well. You get the 4-piece bowl set for only $49. Then you can add in the Aloha plates as well for only $20. I mean, they have them by themselves for $54. That's ridiculous. You want to buy it as the set. And there's also more on there. The Mickey's on there. And I believe the pet canisters are only $25. Like what? Like that is ridiculous. The specials that are on there. So make sure you're checking that out to see all the specials that are there. We want to make sure that you hit your bonuses this month in addition to the freebies. Because not only do you earn more when you learn more, but you earn more as far as products too. Hello, we're Tupperholics, aren't we? And I'm going to take a little rice exclusive, the Rice Keeper. That's part of the $2,500 a month. That's my goal. I love that thing. It actually has a little lever. It like measures out your rice and stuff for you, which is really fun. So such great values. The fact that Tupperware gives you these business builders, that they allow you to earn some amazing sets that you can then show when they're on sale later, but also at great prices to have. I love it. Just for doing your job, you get some amazing benefits, which is why Tupperware is such a great company. Really is exciting. Then also with your new recruits, how's your recruiting been this month? Let's not stop. Let's keep it going because it's more fun with a friend. And if we want to have the explosive growth, then let's really get out there. And I wonder in the next 48 hours what we can do. Let's do a little special and a challenge. I actually have an anniversary challenge. I don't know if you guys knew this, but this week on the 14th was Marsha and Charlie's 48th wedding anniversary. So we're going to do a little special for that. I'll come back. But as you're talking to these people about joining us in Tupperware, make sure to think about, which kit fits for them. We have options, right? Whether they just want to be virtual or whether they want to have the products they can demonstrate right away, Tupperware has those options for them. And then along with it, our Ready, Set, Activate. It's incredible. Not only is there a great offer every week, it seems like with Tupperware, just for doing your job, but if you come in as a new rep, just for getting $100 in sales, not only do you get another product just for deciding you want to make money, but then you can start sampling at 25% off. These are so great. I mean, I love where this company is heading. I love where we're moving. I love our new leadership. I love our new offers. We have so many great stuff. Now, I love this. We do need to take action. An inch of movement will bring you closer to your goals than a mile of intention. And I think what we really need to end on is the thought that someday is not a day of the week. And I want you guys to be honest with yourselves. What have you been saying someday about? Someday I'll be a manager. Someday I'll hold a party. Someday I'll start making money in my business. I don't want you making money someday. I want you making money every day. I want you to thrive in this business, not survive. Because every time that we're out there, we are changing lives by giving them quality products, by educating with grace, and by giving people solutions to the problems. People complain about the cost of groceries, then they need you. They need you to help show them Fridge Smart, so how they can save time, space, and waste. People are having issues with meal prep or dinners. It's overwhelming. There's just too much to try and figure out. They need you to show them the solutions that Tupperware has, especially when it comes to our stack cooker, our smart multi-cooker that's available online, just the pasta cooker. Guys, that microwave magic set. Wow, we should be selling a ton of those. Guys, for $1 less than what each of those individually cost, you're getting all three. For $34, you get the pasta maker, you get the breakfast maker, and the rice maker. Do you not have them? If not, you need them. I use the pasta maker all the time. When my kids were little, it lived in my dishwasher. The rice maker I use for oatmeal at least twice a week. It's so great. You can use it for quinoa and other things too. This is where, again, going back to that training, the more you learn, the more you earn. Go do the product knowledge on these things so that you can share with people the solutions. Now, some of you guys are talking about in-home parties and how you are scared and you haven't really had that training for it. At Jubilee, I did train on how to ignite the party. And for everybody there, I gave them access to the mini workshop I did last year that has a workbook and everything of how to do an in-home party. And I break it down for you with my Tupperware auction. I am going to be putting that link also in our Hooray group for you guys. All you have to do is click it, putting your name and email address, and straight to your email, you will get the links for the 6 parts. I've taken the whole hour-long training and broken it into 6 parts for you, and you will get a workbook that goes along with it so that you can learn more about how to do an in-home party. And it breaks it down for you. And if you have questions, guys, we're here. We want you to thrive, not survive. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this Move It Monday. I'm going to go back to all of you guys that have put comments in the chats on both sides. The video will be loaded in the Hooray Sales group, so you can comment each time you do one of those training modules so that you can be in the training, and then the in-home auction will be there too. Can't wait to see your ahas of what you guys loved. And let's go maximize this week. Oh, I forgot one more training. I almost forgot. Not training, challenge. Last thing, hopefully you guys stayed to the end. This is what I got from Marsha. We're going to do this now. Every $4,800 in sales that is submitted in the next 48 hours, that's by the close of the week, which is Wednesday, Marsha is going to give away a $48 plus surprise pack. So you can say it's your challenge to surprise us. Oh, that's what I'm going to say. I can say it's a challenge to surprise them. Obviously not. I'm reading it right off. That's okay. But whoever puts them over the next level of 48 is the one that's guaranteed a gift. So they're going to be tracking starting now. And Marsha has that every time you submit, she gets a notification. Okay. So everybody that submits to help them get 40, or for every $4,800 submitted in the next 48 hours, she's going to give away a surprise pack. And every person that pushes this over can get a gift. Okay. I don't know if it's both or not. I'm going to say both. We're going to do a drawing and whoever pushes this over, because I'm in charge. Yeah. All right, guys, have a great night. And remember, we got to move it, move it. We got to move it. I can't find the music. We're going to just sing. We got to move it, move it. Whoop, whoop.